Hey guys, Danny here. Today we are taking a look at a pair of headphones. These were sent to me for review, and as always, if you'd like to pick them up, you can find a link down in the description. Now, some of the most notable features about these headphones, they're pretty standard really, but they have a up to 40-hour runtime on a single charge, and you can get longer if you lower the volume. They're also using Bluetooth version 5, which should give you great connectivity. They do also feature active noise cancellation, which of course I'll be testing. The unboxing experience was about what I've come to expect for this price range, so no complaints there. In the box, of course, we get the headphones, as well as an audio jack, and of course our charging cable, which unfortunately is micro USB, which I'm really disappointed to see. USB-C is so common now, I was hoping to see that instead. On a plus side, we do get this really nice pouch, which does seem to be decent quality and looks pretty nice too. Taking a closer look at the headphones, they have gone for a pretty low-key matte black design, which I am a fan of. I generally like my tech to be pretty low-key, especially if it's something that you're going to be wearing. My initial impressions were very good. The headphones feel very light, and the mechanism that they use to extend and shorten them feels pretty durable, and I don't really have anything amazing to say about the design. It's just pretty good overall for the price. Of course, we have our buttons, we have our power button, as well as our active noise cancellation button close by. These both light up when you have them switched on. On the other side, we have a volume rocker and a play and pause button, as well as our charge port and audio jack port as well. Pairing them up to your device couldn't be any easier. You simply turn them on and they will go into pairing mode, and they'll show up in your Bluetooth list on the device that you're using, and then you can simply connect to them and they'll reconnect automatically next time you turn them on. So I wouldn't normally wear headphones when I'm exercising, but I know there are some of you out there that do, so I wanted to go ahead and test them during exercise. And because of their light design and their fit, this obviously will depend on the shape of your head, but for me they felt pretty good and they didn't move around too much. If you're doing extreme exercise, then they definitely will move around more than if you were to wear something like earbuds. So these aren't going to be ideal for exercise, but they're definitely fine to use for certain stuff, as you can see me demonstrating here. But more importantly, let's talk about how they actually sound and what the user experience is like. First of all, I want to say that these don't have a supporting app that they use, which is a little bit disappointing, as some of Anker's other products had this, and they let you customize some of the things like the button presses, which this doesn't enable you to do. You can use the volume buttons on the side, for example, and they double up as options to skip tracks, pause your music, and some other options as well. The first thing I decided to do was test out the bass. I just did this using a test that I do for all other audio products that I review, and I was pleasantly surprised with the bass that these headphones are able to produce. They are definitely one of the best that I've used around this price range, and there's also a button you can use on the side to change the bass level, and this is really nice as taste can vary here and how much bass you like in your music, so it's really nice that they added this in. But what about the overall sound quality? As I always say, this is quite a hard thing to describe because your idea of good sound quality can be very different to someone else depending on what products you've used. I think for the most part, for the price that these are being charged for, their sound quality is perfectly acceptable, and again, they are one of the better that I've used around this price, but they definitely didn't blow me away. There are some better options in earbuds, which are a lot smaller and around the same price point, but they definitely are good, and I think for most of you, you'll be happy with them. I did notice quite a significant drop in audio quality when switching over to the audio jack, which kind of makes sense as it's using a lower power mode and relying off of the power coming through the cable, which does mean that when the battery dies, you can simply plug in your audio jack and you can carry on listening to your music. So this is sort of expected, but worth bearing in mind. Okay, so a lot of you always ask me what the audio quality is like when making a phone call. I just did a phone call wearing these headphones, and the call quality was very good. The person on the other end said there was a little bit of an echo at times. That could be because this room I'm in is a conservatory and it is a little bit echoey, but that is also a common problem some of these headphones suffer with. But what I'm going to do is, right now I'm recording using a sound recorder app to my smartphone. and I'll overlap this with the video from the camera. So what you're actually hearing right now is coming directly from the microphone on the headphones, not the actual camera itself. And that'll give you an idea of what the quality can be like. Obviously that's under perfect conditions because this isn't relying on a cell phone signal, it's just going via Bluetooth straight to the phone, but at least it gives you an idea. What about the active noise cancellation that this product offers? Well, most headphones have this option available, but it can be very hit and miss. What I will say is most products around this price range are able to perform this option, but not at a high level, and these are pretty similar. You will definitely notice a reduction in noise around you when you enable the active noise cancellation, but this isn't going to make a huge difference if you're in a really noisy environment, but it definitely will help. So when you see this feature advertised on, I would say, cheaper products, definitely take it with a pinch of salt, but it definitely does help, I would say that. And it is nice to have the feature nonetheless. And that brings us to the end of the video. So my final thoughts on this product are, I think it is definitely a good product worth picking up if you are looking for a cheaper pair of headphones and you just want something simple and easy to use that will give you pretty decent audio quality all round, good microphone quality and decent battery life. And as always, if you'd like to pick these up, you'll find the link down in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more videos like this one. And of course, I will see you in the next one.